I am Brigadier General Christopher Tampos and I am the Assistant Division Commander of the 11th Infantry Alacdan Division. And dati din po akong naging Commander ng 1103rd Brigade for 2 years, 2023 up to 2025. And prior to that, Deputy Brigade Commander ng 1101 Brigade and naging Chief of Staff ng 11ID. Nandito tayo ngayon sa Sulu and kung makikita natin sa background natin is the landscape. Yung bundok na nasa likod natin na medyo mataas, yun yung tinatawag natin na Bud Patikul. Yung side na to representing Patikul at kung titingnan natin yung maraming mga buildings yan, kabayan, yun po yung Hulo. Dito na side sa Indanan. And of course, yung dagat natin, mayroon tayong 2 municipalities na Panglimatahil and Pangutaran. Ang Sulu ay may 19 municipalities but the significant area dito sa Sulu ay ito yung nasa likod natin. Bakit significant? Yung Patikul was the center of Abu Sayyaf, the center of terrorism. Yung Indana naman dito sa kaliwa natin, no, ay nandyan yung majority ng mga Moro National Liberation Front natin. Estimated siguro mayroon tayong mga almost 2,000 fighters dyan. And across, yung mga islands natin serves as a transshipment. Ibig sabihin transshipment or temporary place yan dahil dati pag may nakikidnap bago ipasok dito sa mainland, ay dinadala mo na dyan sa mga islands bago ipasok. Nagiging harang din yan pag may mga dumadaan na mga business, commercial ships. Okay, date now is May 28, 2025. And I've been here for almost 6 years. Since September of 2019. Bakit ito importante? Dahil yung Armed Forces of the Philippines natin has been very, very successful sa campaign natin dito sa Sulu. And siguro in my entire service for 32 years, ito yung nakita ko na success story aside from Marawi. By the way, I also serve in the Marawi as the battalion commander of the 1st Infantry Battalion. And I have seen also how the AFP was able to accomplish its mission in Marawi. Balik tayo dito sa Sulu. When ito experience personal and I do not want to get the credit of those sino mga other commanders or mga tao na napunta dito. But this is more on a tribute to those who contributed in the success from the commanders down to the lowest soldier natin, private. Hindi lang yung pong EFP ang i-recognize natin but also other agencies. So I arrived here 2019. The situation then, medyo malala. I arrived September 9, the day before, September 8. May suicide bombing lang dito. Sa kilometer 3, under ng Indanan. And yun nga, medyo kidnap victims, marami, nakahawak under ng Abu Sayyaf. Abu Sayyaf numbering more than 300. And yung tropa dito medyo marami. No? We have 2 infantry brigades, 1 marine brigade, and so many special units. 3 battalions of the Scout Ranger, 2 battalions SF. May SIMO battalion tayo. May special units. Bakit importante ito? Dahil na we can illustrate ano yung nagiging strategy ng government natin or ng AFP to defeat the terrorism. Siguro in my understanding, or it's all started with the pronouncement of the president to really solve this problem. Second was the decisive decision of our government through the recommendation of the AFP to set up a division size unit here, which is the 11th ID. And from that, ito na yung nagiging command and control that provided the direction and strategy in defeating the Abu Sayyaf. Central to this is, kung titingnan natin, is very important yung mga units na nandito. No? Yung mga units natin, not only, hindi lang po to Army, but it was the Army presented by the different brigades special units. We also have the Navy, the Fleet Marine concept nito. Nandito yung Marines natin, some brigade size. And the Air Force, yung Tog Soltao natin. Titingnan natin, now you have a big unit with a two-star commander who provides a direction and who makes a concerted effort to defeat Abu Sayyaf. Anong central dito? So you have all these units, kahit gaano kagaling, kung wala tayong framework on how to defeat Abu Sayyaf, yun yung importante. And very simple nakikita ko through my observation is kailangan ng dalawang combined efforts, yung framework in defeating the Abu Sayyaf. Focused military operation, and the same time, yung civil military operation natin or stakeholders natin or forming alliances to support, to cut off the resources. And we have been successful in that one. Kaya nga natapos yung problem of Abu Sayyaf here as early as late 2022, early 2023. So with that, kung titingnan natin, those commanders na who made a significant impact started with General Pabayo. The division was organized under him December of 2018. Months after is siya yung una, medyo mahirap yun, organizational process, but at the same time going after Abu Sayyaf. And then followed by General Binluan. Si General Binluan is very important in this one because he was a commander who just came from Marawi. So yung perspective niya on integrating all the forces, AFP, Army, Air Force, Navy, and all other agencies that has been crucial in Marawi, ito yung nakikita ko dito. So, balik tayo sa framework. Focus military operation, defeat the Abu Sayyaf, the armed group, the same time, cut off the resources. Personal experience, may encounter yung Abu Sayyaf once, twice, 3 times a week. But it seems hindi nauubos yung bala. Hindi nagugutom. So the resources keep flowing. So now, how do you go after Abu Sayyaf, focus military operation, but at the same time, how do you cut off the logistics or the resources? Yun yung nagiging challenge natin. At na-accomplish natin yun, yung focus military operation, using the special units natin. The 3 Scout Ranger Battalion, and of course the Marines. And then cutting off resources, yung infantry battalions natin, very crucial kasi sila yung mga nakapaligid at they are the one conducting the checkpoints, saturating the area. Ang SF naman, under sina Colonel Pambid, on other commanders were able to organize the locals. If you have more than 300 Abu Sayyaf, maliit compared to the 9,000 troops here. But if you look at closely, this is an insurgency problem. Insurgency problem can be attributed to the support of the populace. If you could not stop the support of the populace, talo tayo doon. So paano natin? We started with organizing the local groups here. Tinatawag namin na BPAT, Barangay Peace and Action Team. So these are civilians with firearms organized by yun yung significance ng SF. Second to that is, yun nga, inorganize ang CAFGO naman, SF pa rin. So mass-based community organizing, it was the SF. With the intent of cutting off the resources. And yun ang nagiging nakikita natin that has doon nag-a-adjust konti, but at the framework, yun lang po. Focus military operation to go after to defeat the armed group. And of course, the other side is to cut off the resources. So, it was so successful. No? Of course, mayroon tayong may mga encounters. We have so many had sacrificed also officers and enlisted personnel, but consistency-wise, the support of the Army, Air Force, Navy has been crucial. Kung may request tayo ng night bombing, Navy blockade, kompleto po yun. So the Sulu was operated by the armed forces, managed by the commander of the Joint Task Force Sulu or the commander of 11th Infantry Division. So in short, fast forward, the success of Sulu in defeating terrorism here is not only anchored on the AFP, but on all other agencies, including the local government unit. Central to the local government unit natin is the support of course, yung provincial governor natin, Governor Tan. Kikita namin, experience ko dito, nakikita na na-unify niya yung political landscape, which is very important. And then we had isa sa nagiging programa namin is yung the Balik Barangay or the return of the internally displaced persons. Importante ito kasi medyo ito yung conflict-affected area. But ang napapansin ko, every time we bring back the displaced people na nawawala, na displaced for 3, 4 years, 5 years, mayroon pang 20 years. But nandoon yung LGU natin. At dito sa Sulu, very unique ito dahil very paternal ang setup. The respect to the LGU, the elders, napaka-importante. That is why when we found na nagsusupport o nakita namin na nagsusuporta si Governor, the mayors, nagiging nagiging crucial din yun sa defeat ng Abu Sayyaf natin. So, siguro sa mga nanonood, no, I as a former brigade commander and now the ADC, I really give due credit to those commanders and personnel who made their sacrifices here. At their sacrifices were not put to waste. Now we are enjoying, we are now enjoying yung the fruits ng sacrifice, which is a peaceful and a progressive Sulu. Marami pang dapat gawin. Marami pang dapat gagawin. Sustainment, no? Na nagagawa naman noon na kung titingnan namin naging successful General Binluan, General Gonzales, ito yung talagang inabot ng medyo conflict going after Abu Sayyaf, General Patrimonio on the development side, followed by General Peña. Sustainment naman to sa kanila. Ano yung mga projects natin sa mga community natin that prevented the resurgence or the recruitment again of another group that can be equated to the Abu Sayyaf. Na kung titingnan namin, kung sa akin, for the past almost 4 years, 23, 24, 25, or past 3 years, magti 3 years na, not a single incident. Wala tayong ambush, wala tayong bombing. No incident. The total defeat, I can say that the Abu Sayyaf, the terrorism, has been totally defeated yan. May tanong, possible ba may mangyari? It can happen. But as of now, we can say na the AFP, together with other agencies, were successful in addressing the terrorism here in Sulu.